Ever sent a PayPal payment and then immediately regretted it? Maybe you sent it to the wrong person, or the amount was incorrect, or perhaps you just changed your mind. We've all been there, that sinking feeling in your stomach. So, the big question is, how do you cancel a PayPal payment? That's exactly what we're going to cover in this video. Now, before we dive into the step-by-step process, it's crucial to understand a key point. You can't always cancel a PayPal payment. It depends on the status of the transaction. If the payment is marked as pending or unclaimed, you're in luck. You likely have a good chance of canceling it. However, if the payment has already been completed and the recipient has received the funds, things get trickier. In that case, you'll need to request a refund from the recipient directly. Think of it like sending a physical letter. If it's still in your mailbox, you can retrieve it. But once the mail carrier has picked it up, it's out of your hands. The same principle applies to PayPal payments. So, let's start with the best-case scenario, canceling a pending or unclaimed payment. This is the easiest situation to resolve. First, you need to log into your PayPal account. Once you're in, navigate to your Activity page. This page provides a detailed history of all your transactions. You can usually find a link to Activity in the main menu or dashboard. On the Activity page, you'll see a list of your recent transactions. Locate the payment you want to cancel. It should be clearly marked with its status, such as pending or unclaimed. Click on the specific transaction to view its details. Within the transaction details, you should find a Cancel button or link. The exact wording might vary slightly depending on your region or the specific PayPal interface, but it will be something similar. Click the Cancel button. PayPal may ask you to confirm your decision. If so, simply confirm the cancellation, and that's it. The payment will be canceled, and the funds will be returned to your account if they were already deducted. It's important to act quickly when canceling a pending payment. The longer you wait, the higher the chance that the recipient will claim the payment, making cancellation impossible. Now, let's move on to the more complex scenario. What to do if the payment has already been completed? As we mentioned earlier, you can't directly cancel a completed payment. Your only option is to request a refund from the recipient. The first step is to contact the recipient. You can do this through PayPal's messaging system or through any other contact information you have for them, such as email or phone number. Explain the situation clearly and politely. Be specific about why you're requesting a refund. For example, if you sent the wrong amount, explain the correct amount. If you accidentally sent it to the wrong person, explain that as well. It's crucial to maintain a professional and courteous tone, even if you're frustrated. Remember, you're asking for a favor. If the recipient is willing to issue a refund, they can do so directly through their PayPal account. They simply need to locate the transaction and click the Refund button. Once the recipient initiates the refund, you'll receive a notification from PayPal, and the funds will be returned to your account. However, what happens if the recipient refuses to issue a refund or doesn't respond to your request? This is where things get more complicated. If you sent the payment for goods or services and you didn't receive what you paid for, you might be able to file a dispute with PayPal. PayPal has buyer protection policies that can help you get your money back in certain situations. To file a dispute, you need to go back to your Activity page and locate the transaction in question. There should be an option to report a problem or open a dispute. PayPal will then guide you through the dispute process. You'll need to provide details about the issue and any supporting evidence you have, such as emails, receipts, or screenshots. PayPal will then investigate the dispute and make a decision. If they rule in your favor, you'll receive a refund. It's important to note that PayPal's buyer protection has certain limitations. It typically covers tangible goods and some services, but may not cover everything. It's always a good idea to review PayPal's buyer protection policy to understand what's covered. Another important point to remember is the time limit for filing a dispute. You usually have a limited time frame, typically 180 days from the date of the transaction, to open a dispute. So, it's crucial to act quickly if you encounter a problem. Now, let's recap the key takeaways. You can only directly cancel pending or unclaimed PayPal payments. To cancel a pending payment, Go to your activity page, locate the transaction, and click Cancel. If the payment is completed, you need to request a refund from the recipient. If the recipient refuses a refund or doesn't respond, you may be able to file a dispute with PayPal if the transaction qualifies for buyer protection. Act quickly, as there are time limits for canceling payments and filing disputes. One final tip: always double-check the recipient's information and the payment amount before sending any money through PayPal. This simple step can save you a lot of hassle and potential problems down the road. It's like proofreading an important email before hitting send. A little extra care can make a big difference. We've covered a lot of ground in this video, from canceling pending payments to requesting refunds and filing disputes. Hopefully, you now have a clearer understanding of how to handle different PayPal payment scenarios. Remember, prevention is always better than cure, so always double-check your payment details before sending anything. But if you do find yourself in a situation where you need to cancel a payment or request a refund, you now have the knowledge to navigate the process. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.